Many of the upland areas of northern Britain, the roots of the ancient Caledonian mountain belt, host mineral resources, some of which have been worked for thousands of years. Gold has often been the prize, and even today, prospectors are seeking economical deposits in the bedrock. And researchers use the gold as tracers of geological fluids to understand the natural plumbing systems in continental crust. So the gold is hosted in veins in the bedrock in the hills around here, but actually the best place to find it is in the stream. So we can join earth scientist Taya Torvella as she seeks gold samples in streams in Perthshire. She's joined by Florence, who will learn how to pan for gold to help with this research effort. So we can use some basic sedimentology to help us find the gold here in the landscape. The river will carry sediment, but the gold will resist that carriage because it's heavy, and so it will accumulate in places where the water is far less vigorous, in crevices and under little corners and cracks in the rock. So let's see if that idea will help our two find the gold here. First, they locate in the stream a stone and silt-filled hollow and clear out the loose rock. Any gold will lie at the bottom of this hollow underwater. So the next step is to carefully pump out the silt, hopefully along with any gold particles, and collect the slurry in a bucket. Sieving out and rinsing off any larger blocks. It's always worth checking under rocks higher on the stream where floods carry silt under slabs. All these rocks must be carefully replaced afterwards to restore the environment. But the silt goes into the bucket. So any gold in the slurry will sink to the bottom of the bucket. It's all poured into the gold pan, ready for rinsing and sorting. By shaking and stirring, the idea is that the heavy gold particles will sink to the bottom and into the grooves in the pan, and the less dense rock fragments and silt washed out.
Then you do like then you put it back down again. And then
It takes some practice to get the action right.
yeah. Good. Then take it again. You see? Take it.
leaving just the densest mineral grains, and these include the gold. Just a few flakes in each pan. So suck these up into a sniffer tube.
So they found gold. Good job.
And so it continues. More buckets of freshly collected silty slurry.
I'll do the first bit.
And more panning. All to collect a few more flakes of gold. All in all, Tyre and Florence worked through 7 or 8 pans of silt, each time finding just a few flakes of gold.
The gold comes in very fine particles, and it's only by finding lots of particles that you can really find any significant quantities of gold here. The chance of finding large nuggets is really, really slim. That doesn't mean there's not gold in these hills.
Prospectors would use the stream samples to work back up the river to find the bedrock source. But for Tyre and Florence, their work is done. So, back to base for a final separation of the gold flakes.
You need a little flashlight.
And this is their prize. Gold panning in much of Scotland is controlled by the Crown Estates and not permitted for recreational purposes. This work has been part of an authorised research project with the permission of the landowners and following SEPA's Code of Conduct.